Hello everyone and welcome to episode 3 of the series Issued, where we dive into the gear issued to USGIs in the European Theatre of Operations. In today's video, we'll be talking about a hidden yet important piece of gear, the United States Army World War II underwear. It's a subtle part that can significantly upgrade your gear to a higher level of accuracy. So, let's dive in and uncover all the details. The first piece we'll explore is the summer cotton undershirt, often referred to as the A-frame or simply the undershirt. This olive drab cotton tank top style undershirt was worn by nearly all United States Army personnel during the Second World War, especially in the European theater of operations. From infantry to airborne troops to armored units, these cotton undershirts served as a standard summer underwear for both field and dress uniforms. Made from a lightweight olive drab dyed cotton, they provide a comfortable base layer between the skin and the wool uniform, effectively reducing the itchiness that the wools often caused. These shirts also came with an easy to mass produce design, featuring two small bands being held up at the shoulders, leaving a lot of space around the armpits for ventilation, and being a really tight fit around the abdomen and the chest. Next, let's talk about the cotton drawers. Made from the same lightweight cotton as the undershirt, these drawers were initially produced in the white during the early stages of the war and transitioned to olive drab around 1942 as production ramped up. Similar to the cotton undershirt, these drawers were intended to be worn under the M27 wool uniform, ensuring comfort in both dress and combat settings. These drawers extended from the waist to about half calf length. They featured three white so-called mother of pearl buttons, which were later swapped out for plastic brown ones as they transitioned to olive drab. They also featured a drawstring on each side of the waist, making them adjustable for the perfect fit. Now that we've covered the cotton underwear, let's turn our attention to the woolen underwear. First up, the wool drawers, also known as the long johns or thermal underwear. These were made from a 50-50 blend of cotton and wool. This blend ensures the same comfort as the cotton drawers, but also adds extra insulation for the colder climates. These woolen drawers had a snug fit that helped trap heat, and they featured an adjustable waistband with drawstrings at the back, along with 3 or 4 buttons at the front for closure. Similar to the cotton versions, these woolen drawers were originally made in white, but later on olive drab variants were introduced. There was also a gas flap variant. Similar to what we saw with the M37 wools, these special drawers, also known as the drawers cotton special, were made from the same lightweight material as the cotton drawers, but reached the length of the thermal drawers. They featured 5 buttons instead of 3 and an adjustable double covered waistband, again using drawstrings at the back. As you can see here, the special drawers had a gas-proof double closure at the back, while the normal drawers had a more open vent design. Now let's move on to the wool undershirt. There isn't much to delve into, it's quite similar to the wool drawers. We'll keep it brief and highlight the main differences. The wool undershirt was made from the same 50-50 wool blend as the wool drawers, featuring a closed neck, long sleeves, and a snug fit to retain warmth. Just like the previous pieces, these undershirts were produced in white at the start of the war and later transitioned to olive drab. They were typically worn alongside the wool drawers, completing the standard thermal winter layering. Finally, we're left with the last piece of gear that we consider underwear, the wool socks. There are 2 main pieces of socks, the ski socks and the cushion sole socks. Starting with the ski socks, originally named as the socks wool ski, were thick, unbleached wool socks designed to be worn over the cushion sole sock or other socks. They were originally developed for mountain troops and became widely issued during the winter of 1944 to 1945, particularly for use with cold weather footwear like the shoe pegs. On the other hand, the cushion sole wool socks, originally named the socks wool cushion sole OD, were made from a blend of 65% wool and 35% cotton and got introduced in 1924. These new pattern socks were designed for the service shoe and offered greater comfort and durability compared to the earlier models. They featured a reinforced sole running from the heel to the toe, ensuring both resilience and comfort. Here I have a pair of original cushion sole socks. As you can see, these were manufactured by Jefferson QM Depot, packed in 1934, where they came packed with a paper sleeve, and you'll notice some variation in color from one pair to another, as seen here comparing the top and the bottom. And these are my reproduction cushion soles. You'll see that they're quite long, typically reaching at least halfway up the calf and sometimes nearly at the knee, depending on the size. This length was intended to provide extra comfort when worn underneath canvas leggings or jump boots. Put on your boots and parachute. In terms of reenactment, it's definitely recommended to wear the period correct accurate underwear. While many people might default for modern boxer shorts or contemporary undershirts, more progressive reenactors can easily spot the difference. Using authentic period garments, whether cotton or wool, truly perfects your impression. It's not just about the season. Like wearing wool drawers in the winter and cotton drawers in the summer, it's also important to consider the specific unit you're portraying. For example, the 82nd 505th wearing long jumps for the Normandy jump, while other units might have just worn their cotton drawers under their M37s. In short, as with previous videos, it's all about thorough research, paying attention to the details, and it'll elevate your kit and keep it authentic. After all, I'm really passionate about going in depth and making sure every layer and piece of gear is correct. And that was it, folks. I hope you really enjoyed this video. Make sure to tell me what you'd like me to cover next, and I'll see you all on the front lines.
Put on your boots and parachute, shoot, shoot. We're going up, 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 we're coming.